So, camping down here at the mining claim today. We're going to go through the drone crates. But first, I wanted to show you this. It's a lens cleaner. Number one, you have a brush on the one side, a little push out, so you can clean the lens off with a brush. And then you actually have the twist off here, and you have this, which is your really good cleaner for your lens. Can you see a difference? I know I can't. It's because my glasses are the wrong ones. If I had my small glasses on, yeah, I could probably see next to nothing. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to show you that too. Got this on Amazon. You can see what it is right there. Just a Nikon lens pen. There's a couple different types, and it's from NikonOptics.com, or like I said, from Amazon or wherever, any camera shop, probably any store, you know, Best Buy, Small Mart, yeah, any of those. So yeah, we're just sitting down here. Paul's down mining right now, and we got the tent, the Coleman Instant tent, the 10x14. And I'm just kicking back, you know, doing my little review. All right, enough screwing around. First we have the HPRC on the left, and you can see it's wider than the center one, which is the drone crates. And these are for the Phantom 3s. And then the right small backpack is the Banggood deal that was on for 32 bucks that a lot of people snagged on, including me. So these two are rollers. You can see the HPRC is wider than the drone crates. This is a modified drone crates because I've cut up the inside just so it'll fit all my stuff. This one rolls really good, and in my case, what I'm thinking is this is the best case that I have. For nothing else, it's just the handle. On this one here, all you gotta do is pull up on the handle with one hand, where on this one here, you have to push down, and your button's down here. It's going to take two hands to open it or close it. As far as the backpack, nice and lightweight. Holds a quadcopter, 3 batteries, or 4 if you put one inside the UAV. And now let's go into the insides. As far as rollers go on this one, it's nice. This one rolls really good. And as far as quality on the inside, they're comparable. The other nice thing about these cases, being that they're rollers, what I like about the HPRC is it's got handles on both sides, here and over here, where the drone crates just has it on the one side and on the front. So you have 3 handles on here. You have just 2 handles on the drone crates, which is fine normally, but because I've added so much weight to this, having 2 people being able to carry it, you know, it makes a difference, especially if you go over rocky ground. So you can just have one person on each side of this, you know, carrying it. And the HPRC is heavier, a little bit heavier, but the foam is really, really high quality foam. It has a place for a 10-inch tablet, but it's not wide enough for my tablet to go in, or long enough for my 10-inch tablet to go in. So let's take a look. Okay, so this will fit in with 6 batteries, but it says it'll hold a 10-inch tablet. This is a 10-inch tablet right here, and it's just not wide enough. It's about 1 inch narrower than my tablet, so I can't put my 10-inch tablet in here. Yeah, it'll fit in the back, and I've got my 7-inch tablet back here, my NVIDIA K1. So it does hold a tablet. The only modifications I made on this one is I cut these tabs out and put some foam on the bottom to where it'll bring this up to where I can just slide my tablet in there and it fits perfectly. It will hold 6 batteries with 1 on the bird and 1 sticking up out of that hole. It's not really a battery hole, and you know, I don't recommend leaving the battery on the back of the UAV. So, you know, it'll actually, it'll hold, you know, 4 batteries, you know. 5, yeah, 6 if you want to force it, yeah. You know, I was reading the other day on the forum, the Phantom Pilots that I belong to, a guy left the battery in and left his UAV turned on when he closed the box, and it overheated to the point where he couldn't touch a few things. And this is why I just strongly recommend to pull the battery each time, because you never know. I've made the mistake of leaving it on myself. I remembered right away and pulled it out. It didn't overheat. And yeah, I put that in there just for the show today. But in reality, no more than 5 batteries is really safe. Where I have my #1 battery over there, that's fine. You could put a battery in there, so yeah, technically it'll hold 5 batteries on its own. This one here is about 4 inches deep. It's just for cords. Just too small. I wanted to show you that my filters do fit in here also, on top of the RC, and when this comes down, it holds the filters in and holds the RC in well. That's the one thing about this, it's cut so deep that the RC could actually slide around if you didn't have some kind of rubber over the top of it. There's 1.25 inches or so underneath the pole going across from right here. So I do have other foam that I can put in there on top. That's the nice thing about this case. You've got the foam right here, and I've got more foam at the house that'll cover that hole. So let's go through this while I got it open. I got my Tracamo, which is Velcros onto my bird, another lens cleaner, and then the anti-vibration shock absorbers, and another set of that, and SD cards. And I've thought about cutting this one down more, and just for more room. You could put another battery in here if you went ahead and lowered it down, but at this point in time, it's okay the way it is, and I'm happy with this case and using it for transporting the UAV while I'm using the drone crates for transporting all of the tools and everything else. So my basic setup when I'm flying with this one is just like this. This is what I go with. I'll go with 4 batteries. I don't usually fly with 5 in this one. I'll save a couple batteries for the other one, or I'll take them with me and I'll put them in the backpack and carry them anywhere I'm going. And then the charger, the 100-watt charger, the P3A charger. I think it's 75 watt. I can't remember. I guess we could look at it, but no big deal. Then I've got the windsurfers that fit in here, and then a set of props, and some more carbon fiber props, and then there's another set of the yellow-tipped white props down there, the DJI props. I just use the 9450s all the way around. Even the carbon fiber here is the 9450s, and this just fits right on top and fits right in there too. So I've got everything I need. Okay, the other thing that both the 2 cases have, the drone crates and the HPRC, is the foam. It does pull out, okay? So you can lay it down on top of here, throw your tablets on, close it down, and it locks right up. So yeah, you can put your 10-inch tablet in there, up on top, and everything's safe with it up here. You could actually cut out the foam if you wanted to a little bit, to make it fit in there, but there's just no need. It fits in there just fine and holds everything in tight. And there's no, you're not going to put any pressure down here because it's all encased and sitting down inside. So it makes it nice and everything's safe. Yeah, that was the only bummer on this one. My 10-inch tablet wouldn't fit in here. My 7-inch will, but it was so much easier to put it back here. This supposedly was for paperwork, but so my wife's an artist, and she hand drew this on here for me. I mean, people have their stuff dipped. It looks pretty cool, the carbon fiber dip, or, different things. I would never put camo dip on there. But she has just artist Sharpies, just actual Sharpie pens. This stuff doesn't come off. And she drew this out with a pencil first, then she did it with a different color Sharpies, and looks pretty cool, huh? See, I got my little Memphis bell there. It fits right on my drone, little sticker. I picked that up off of eBay. And let's go through the whole case. Okay, this one here, it has all my tools, including my filters. This here is just a lens cloth. And then this is my Rain Barrows filters. It has the gradiated filters, which is nice. And what gradiated filters are, it's got the top half is darker than the bottom half. Makes it nice for when you're shooting in the sun. You want a bluer sky, it turns the sky blue. You know, as long as you have your angle set right, it works really good. And this is basically what, you know, for shooting video, this is my main filter, is the GR4 right here. And then I've got, you know, a UV filter also. If I need that sometimes, very rarely I'll use that. I'll use like today it's really cloudy, I would use the ND8. Yeah, more than likely at the most with the GR4, just the GR4 by itself. And yeah, UV, you know, it'll help too. It's just a standard clean filter, UV. And this one also has the polarizer, the dial polarizer on it. And if we look underneath here, we have wind surfers. These are the, I don't know, is that Skyreet? I do believe, I don't remember. One of those brands, have to look. And then a tablet will fit in here. My 7-inch tablet does fit in here just fine, and that's what it's designed for, is, you know, a tablet. This will hold a 10 supposedly. Let's check it out and take a look. This is my deoxit wipes, and this is for cleaning the contacts on the batteries and inside the bird. And this is not the gold, which is, you know, specifically for electronics. This is the cleaner, okay? This is the cleaner, and then in here, I know I'm changing what I said, but let's just check it out real quick. My box, I have the deoxit gold, and this is the actual, you know, you coat your electrical connections on your battery with this. So, you know, not up in here, but on the bird, you just pull it out, and it goes in there. Then I got SD cards, and then this is nail polish I use for balancing the props wherever. I can use sandpaper too, emery cloth. I have a couple extra ties. And so this is everything that's in that little compartment there. And this just fits down in here real nice. You can see where I can just pull it up by the lip, so I stick it back in there. Makes it easy. I could put the pens or the knife I have here, my stylus. They all used to fit down in here too, but you know, I made my own holes for those too. Okay, the 10-inch tablet does fit in here just fine. It sticks up a little bit, so when you close the top, it'll hold it into place. But it works good. And you can see I've got, usually is where I keep tools and things. I also have an extra camera mount that I had sitting down in here. And now that I've got room and I've taken out the pins, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it right into this place. And it's good to have a spare one of those, because if you crash like I have done with this bird, you will, you know, crack the camera mount sometimes. You can, that way you can just replace it and glue it when you have time, or if it's, you know, been wrecked a couple times like this one has, it's not that big a deal just to go ahead and throw another camera mount on there, you know, just right away, and you can get right back up in the air. Especially if you use the guards like I do. Okay, gonna change it up just a touch. This is my level, and this is the regular bubble level. So when you, no matter which way you go, which way it's going, once you get it level, the bubble's in the center, you're good to go for balancing your props or whatever. I cut this part in here for that. This was already pre-cut. The battery holes were already pre-cut. This I cut from my 7-inch tablet, and I just didn't like the area, so I don't keep it back there. It will fit in there. The deoxit wipes, of course, this used to say drone crates right here, and to me that was just wasted space, so I cut out drone crates to make place for my wipes. Multipliers, good old Cabela's multipliers, has screwdrivers and flashlight that I've used in a couple of my other videos. I've used this in my cuckoo clock repair video. And then this is the balancing rod for the prop balancer. And I've got a pair of tweezers for doing whatever I need to do with them. And this slot was actually already here too. What it's for, you know, I never bothered asking, but it works perfect for that. And then of course my lens cleaner, like the other one. Yeah, it's the same one as the other one. Nikon has a longer one. I couldn't remember which one I have in here, but they both fit. Batteries fit in here really good. And these, I have the little silicone bags I just toss in here anywhere. It's all good, you know, they can fit in there no matter what. And then I'll pull the charger out to show you what's going on down here. What I've done is I put 2 slits in the side here for my prop balancer, and it just slides in and out right there. So when I have that sitting there, to where when I put this on there, it completely covers the battery compartment, and you know, just keeps everything nice and safe. It's just a real nice setup. And then you have to put the the charging hub in the right way. You can't just put it anyway. Where that goes, you turn it up like this, and it fits over the top. The controller's right there, and it actually just fits right into place just fine, without any problem. So yeah, I also cut this in. I cut this out for that. And of course I drilled holes with a regular 1/2-inch drill for these. And I cut this out with a knife. Then this area right here was originally for your SD card spares, and I cut this out for my toolbox. And this is another little tool set I picked up off Amazon. And it's got everything under the sun in there that you would need to fix a UAV. It's got all your Torx drivers, screwdrivers of all types, and it all goes in this nice little case. It's got the flexible extension, and you know, it was 10 bucks. It was 9 something. You know, it was a good deal. I mean, yeah, you can get more expensive tools, but surprisingly enough, this Ping Fa, gee, that must be Chinese, huh? Precision screwdriver set. Really, it's a good quality set. You know, you think for 10 bucks you're going to be getting garbage? Not this time. So, you know, originally I had SD cards all through here, and this was another wasted space back here. So it worked out really good when I just cut that out, and my toolkit fits right in there. 100-watt charger's right here. The charging cord, the one that plugs into your 110 AC, is right here. We pull this out, the whole thing. Okay, so the multi-charger just comes out of there. And the cord for the other one. And then what I wanted to show you was, this was originally for 2 more batteries. A battery there, and a battery here. And if I don't have all those in there, you know, well, okay, I can't do that, but I thought I'd try anyway for the video. I could put 3 more batteries in there, so this is a total of 7 batteries. If I move this out of the way and was stupid enough to put a battery in here and leave it, that would hold 8 batteries. You know, for you guys that put the batteries in there, I don't mean to say stupid. I'm not trying to cut anybody down, because you guys all have your own things. You know how to be safe. I know with me, I'm 57 years old now, or will be here in a few days. I'm old enough to know that I will forget this, you know? That's just how I am, so that's why I don't ever put a battery in here. Okay, last but not least, I got my props down here. I've got another set of I just got a single set of white props. And these are the gold tip 9450s, DJI. It'll hold another set, but I got my other sets all in the backpack, so. Yeah, everything fits in here really nice, and you know, when it came the way it was fine, but I wanted a place so I could put all my tools, and that's why I made all the adjustments on this one. I love this case. Between the two, the only reason, like I said, I'd rather have the HPRC is because I can leave the props on, and they're completely and totally enclosed and safe. Okay, now the review you've all been waiting for, the backpack. This was the Banggood $32 backpack, and I got it in the carbon fiber printed top. Is it really carbon fiber? Oh, hell no. Ain't no way, ain't no how. It's just, you know, cheap replica. What is nice, it's lightweight. This has the UAV in there and everything that I need. Zipper on top. It's got good padding. And then, of course, it's got the strap here, your belly strap. You know, will this fit across me? Yeah, well, we'll find out today. But anyway, I haven't used the strap on that part. I've put it on. I usually just throw it over one shoulder and call it good. And it's got really nice padding right here. And it comes with a plastic coating. Okay, this is all got a plastic coating over the top. People think that it comes scratched, but actually you're supposed to take the plastic coating and pull it off. The way I look at it is more protection, and I have a tendency to abuse my stuff, you know, and use it well. So I leave the plastic coating on there just for a little more protection. I've already worn off the feet a little bit just from having it scrape around on the ground or whatever on rocks. It's no big deal. As far as it goes, what's really nice about this case, the zippers are really good quality zippers. You know, no problems there. Good quality zippers. And then you just unzip it all the way. And it folds all the way back. And you got 2 different ways of doing things up top here. I put my tablet in up here, and this is still loose. It's good. I've got it loosened up all the way, which is fine. It's going to hold the UAV in place underneath. Then I just pull that off, take the tablet out, and then here's everything here, okay? If the way you're supposed to do it, you know, if you're not using a tablet, you run your cord through here and then tighten it on. Okay, what you don't want to do is put it over the top of the antennas, because it will break the antennas. So you can either move your antennas up out of the way first, slide it through, put it together, and pull it tight. And that holds everything in place. And this is how it was set normally. And it holds the 3 batteries. Make sure I had it all good. All right. And then when you zip it back up, you know, it's got plenty of room. It's going to hold it in place really good. That's what it's for. It's a backpack. You know, I don't know if this was installed up here or not originally. On some of them, maybe it's glued in, but not on this one. It just, you know, folds in and out. It's a great place for your tablet. It really is. Okay. And basically in here, I just have the basics. I've got, this is a backpack, so you don't want to pack it out, you know, too heavy. And what I got going on, what's really nice about this is it has this corner up here, so it fits the Polar Pro stance, which I'll use when I'm, you know, balancing and calibrating different things. I'll put the feet on. I don't use the feet when I'm flying generally, because I'm hand catching and it's not that big a deal. I bought them because when I'm using my Rainbower's filters with a lens extender on there, the lens extender hits the ground. So when I put the feet on, everything clears perfectly. So it's nice to have a place for the feet. I mean, and this is the only case that actually has a spot built in where the feet sit. The only one of my 3 cases. I'm sure there's other cases that have it, but okay, moving on. So yeah, I don't use the strap inside, I just use it outside. So I'm not too worried about, you know, my antennas that way, because I've got it protected from the outside here, and that's good. And I've got my 2 sets of props down in here. And what I had to do, because I do use the camera guards, is I did have to take a knife and I had to cut out these 2 slots here, so it'll leave a place for the guard to fit down inside of there, and it fits fine. So technically this is a, you know, a 4 battery compartment once again, because you could put a battery in there, but for me it's a 3 battery compartment. And then I've got my lens hood, fits over here, and this is it. This is all I keep in this, and this is just how I have it set up when I go for a hike. Sometimes I'll take 1 battery, sometimes I'll take 2 batteries, you know, and I'll balance it out either way. If I'm gonna take 1 battery, I'll pull these 2 out. If I'm gonna take 2 batteries, I'll pull the center one out, just so long as it's balanced. It's all good. You can also put the 10-inch tablet up here. Fits really fine. Just loosen this up all the way. Slide it in, works good. Then these here, the straps, lift them out. You've got plenty of room. They're big enough for anybody. Fits comfortably. Chest strap actually works really good. I could tighten it up a little bit, and shoulder straps work good. Loosen them up or tighten them down. They're really, you know, did you hear that? That's quality. You know, for a $32 backpack, that's really good. Yeah. They stay in place. They're not going to pop out. Do I want this on the front? Myself personally, I mean, I had a car wreck. My ribs are still out. Put on weight, but I don't have a full rib cage anymore, as a lot of you guys already know. I watched my videos. So that's my review. Hope you liked it. And, you know, for you guys who are just starting out or seeing my channel for the first time, I first started filming in 2006, and that was with my How to Build a Gold Dredge video. And then somewhere 2011, 2012, YouTube changed the format of the WNV movies to widescreen, so it made a lot of my aspect ratios totally off, even though they were right when I put them on, starting in 2011 when I opened my channel up. But yeah, I've been making movies for a long time. Have a good one.